So recently, I feel like there's been a lot of negativity in Pokemon investing, and especially with the Scarlet and Violet era. If you look at all the booster boxes, I don't think any of them are above $100. I think they're all low 90s, high 80s. So obviously, it's not a good sign because a lot of people are getting kind of, I guess, wary about Pokemon's future, and they're seeing these prices and being like, is Pokemon even investable anymore? But I can't really look at the Scarlet and Violet era and compare like if Pokemon investing is dying or not because it's relatively new. So there's still a lot of supply in the market. So I decided today to look at the Sword and Shield era to see if people are still buying these boxes and if the prices are still going up. And also, I guess with MetaZoo recently, I guess collapsing, going to zero, I guess that doesn't really help the cause for Pokemon. And I guess people may be getting worried that Pokemon might be next or something. I don't really know too much about the whole situation with MetaZoo, but hopefully you guys didn't buy any MetaZoo products because they're probably not going to be worth much, especially with the MetaZoo only being a few years old or whatever. I don't think they've gained a huge like history and following for their products to still be worth something after it collapsed. So yeah, hopefully you guys are buying their stuff. But anyways, let's start talking about the sets in Sword and Shield. So here first we got Evolving Skies. Now I don't think there's any surprise that this box just keeps going up in price. You can see in the past month it's gone up already $70. So even at 480, I feel like with the growth it's had, I don't see this box not going to $1,000 in the next couple years or even year from now. So as it is now, I don't think this is actually a bad buy. Now personally, I don't think I'm gonna buy a box myself just because it's so expensive. But if you have the money and you want some in your collection or in your investing portfolio, I don't think this is a bad buy. I know it's kind of surprising to say, but that's just my opinion. Next here we got Chilling Reign. Now Chilling Reign, I am happy I have a case and I got it for $925 because now if you look for a case of Chilling Reign booster boxes, you can't really find them for under like $1,000 or even at that price. Like I think a lot of them are around $1,100. So I'm really happy to have my own because you can see here the boxes, I mean, it's not a huge increase, but it's still going up. You can see here, it's still going up, and, with people with all the negativity around, Pokemon, these boxes are still going up. So I don't see the reason why there should be a lot of negativity. Next here, Lost Origin. Now, obviously this one got reprinted, I don't know, like not too long ago with, Silver Tempest. And you were able to get these readily available for around 120 bucks maybe a few months ago. And as you can see now, it's at 140, so it's still going up. I mean, I don't see why a lot of people are negative about Pokemon because there's still a lot of boxes that are continuing to go up. Next here we have Brilliant Stars. One of them that I feel like was kind of just not doing much. Like you can see here, it's just kind of been at like a pit and just kind of staying around here. But recently it's starting to go up. So yeah, just another box that I feel like, this is a really good set. It's still going up and I don't see why, people are worried. I mean, there's still boxes going up. And this was the biggest one that I feel like surprised me because if you see me talk about Darkness Blaze in past videos, I'm not a huge fan of the set. I think it's just kind of like a trash set. Yes, it has, the Charizard VMAX in it. And, the Charizard thing where people say that if it has a Charizard in it, it's still going to go up in price. It might be kind of true because the Charizard in here is only worth like $25. And look, it's going up. Yeah, obviously it's not going up to drastic amounts, but it's steadily going up. And this is really surprising to see because in the Sword and Shield era, there's still some boxes that are kind of just like at a plateau. But out of all the boxes in this era, how is this one going up? It must just be a supply thing and demand, obviously. But, really surprised to see this box go up because it was pretty stagnant, I feel like, for a while. I mean, it really hasn't grown. But I guess it's just starting to go back up. You can see it dip down here. So yeah, it's kind of surprising to see. Next here we have Astral Radiance. So Astral Radiance is one of the sets that I also feel like wasn't really doing much. Like it was just kind of at a plateau and just going down. But it's starting to go back up now. So a lot of these boxes, I feel like the supply is drying up. Next here, Rebel Clash. Now it looks like it's like going up a lot here. But if you look at the actual numbers, it hasn't really gone up much. But still, it's going up. So I mean, if it's not going down, it's good. So next here, we're coming to some boxes that aren't really growing that much. I mean, you can see it's still on an upward slope, so it's still not bad, but just really not going up that much. Now we're getting to the boxes that really aren't growing. Like, they're kind of at a plateau. I mean, it's dropped off like a little bit here, and it's starting to go up a tiny bit. But, I mean, this is only a couple bucks, so it's just kind of at a plateau. And the same thing goes for some of these other boxes. I mean, you can see it went down a little bit, but it's starting to go up a little bit now. But still kind of, I would say, at a plateau. I don't think it's really going downhill. Like, you're not seeing a $10, $20, $30 drop. Silver Tempest is going up kind of steadily. It's not as much as, Lost Origin. I feel like Lost Origin is a better set than Silver Tempest. But Silver Tempest does have that Lugia. But yeah, it's still not going down. So, yeah. Next is Sword and Shield base. This is the only one that I feel like has actually gone down, and like I said, I think I've said it in past videos, it was pretty expensive for what it was, and I think I said that, you know, it was just, you know, one of these sets that weren't really going to keep going up in price. Like, it was already too expensive, and it was probably going to start, you know, either plateauing or just kind of like going down. And I feel like that's kind of true. If you see here, like, it went up and now it's just starting to go down. I just feel like it was way too expensive for what it was. I mean, there's the Marnie in this set, and that's it. I didn't know why it was so expensive, and I guess now it's just going down because I guess this probably the demand is just going down for this box. But yeah, if you look at all these sets, they're mostly still going up. Yeah, obviously Scarlet and Violet isn't, you know, doing well, but in all, like, Pokemon is not dying. I mean, you can still invest into these boxes, and I feel like a lot of them, like Chilling Reign and a lot of these boxes, are just going to keep going up in price. I don't see it going down because I feel like a lot of these sets are not going to get reprinted. I mean, some of them already did. And yeah, I feel like a lot of these boxes are still doing good. So I don't see where a lot of negativity is coming from, other than, you know, Scarlet and Violet. Maybe some people may not want to invest into those, but, you know, speaking of Sword and Shield, I feel like these boxes are still, you know, you can do well in them and you can still invest in them. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.